This portion of Rockin Metal Revival is brought to you by...
Just looking at last week's numbers, Jesus.
What happened to It's Not About the Numbers?
That was before I saw the numbers. I'm so fucked. Okay. Tomorrow, 6 a.m., saddle up the troops. I want everyone here, no excuses.
Yikes. 6 a.m.?
Yeah. What time do these pussies normally start?
The pussies normally start a little bit later. But if you want 6, we will do 6.
Good. I want to rip this whole goddamn schedule apart. I want ideas. I want opinions. Tell people I expect them to bring their truth.
I'm not sure everyone has truth.
Then they can bring bagels.
Another town, another place, another girl, another face, another truck, another race. I'm eating junk, feeling bad. Another night, I'm going mad. My woman's leaving, I feel sad. But I just love the life I lead. Another beer is what I need. Another gig, my ears bleed. We are the road crew. Another town I've left behind. Another dream completely blind. Another hotel I can't find. Another backstage bus for you. Another tube of super glue. Another border to get through. I'm driving like a maniac. Driving way to hell and back. Another room, a case to pack. We are the road crew. Truck stop on the way, another game that I can play, another word I learned to say. Another blasted customs post, another bloody foreign coast, another set of scars to boast. We are the road crew. That's right.
This is John Karabi, and you're listening to Red and Jerry's Rockin Metal Revival, baby. Turn it up, keep it tuned in, and keep it fucking loud.
Yeah.
Revival. You know that's where we'll be. 'Cause we're the band of outlaws, baby. Come stay outside. You know you can't catch me. I'm at a hero point. See me flying. I'm flying. You know you can't catch me. See I'm rolling like a freight train. See me rolling, rocking and rolling. Go ahead and do your thing, Junior, and don't look back. Just hold your tongue, my son. Don't talk no smack. You don't wanna be no rock star, no serial killer. You're just a real buzzkill, boy. You ain't no drop dead liar. You know you can't catch me. I'm at a hero point. See me flying. I'm flying. You know you can't catch me. See I'm rolling like a freight train. See me rolling, rocking and rolling. No, you can't catch me. 'Cause I get high like a red-eye airplane. I know you see me flying. I'm flying. You know you can't catch me. See I'm rolling like a freight train. See me rolling, rocking and rolling. Just go ahead and do your thing, baby, and get your mind right. I just ask one favor from you, honey. Keep that sweet ass tight. And maybe later on when I get home, there'll be a little earth shaking. Yeah, you can call it sex or fucking, but I call it love. Make it. No, you can't catch me. I'm at a hero plane. See me flying. High flying. You know you can't catch me. See I'm rolling like a freight train. See me rolling, rocking and rolling. And no, you can't catch me. 'Cause I get high like an aeroplane. I know you see me flying. I'm flying. You know you can't catch me. See I'm rolling like a freight train. See me rolling, rocking and rolling.
There's Texas Hippie Coalition and the title track from their CD Rollin' on Rockin Metal Revival.
Rolling.
I'd like to see them again.
I'm always rolling, man.
Yeah.
That's just the way I am. That's the way I roll.
Yeah, but isn't it your theme song from Great White, though?
Yeah. Rockin'.
Rolling Stoned?
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. Not right to this minute, but in about 10 minutes when we're done with this, I might be rolling stone.
All right, well, coming up, we're going to talk to David DeSola. He is the author of a new book out called Alice in Chains, The Untold Story, and a lot of shit went down up in the upper Midwest, upper Northwest, I should say, back in the early 90s when that whole grunge thing was going on, when Soundgarden and Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains were ruling the radio, and the only band that I really dug out of that whole thing was Alice in Chains.
Yeah, yeah.
And over the past few years, I've seen Alice in Chains probably about 5 or 6 times, and I was lucky enough to see him once with Lane.
Yeah, that's
so.
Cool.
This whole story that he's written, he. We'll find out if he had to talk to the band, because Jerry Cantrell's a pretty private guy.
Yeah.
I've been to some shows where I was backstage, and when it was time for Alice in Chains to come out into the area before they went up, and everybody had to clear out, and I mean everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit. The one show I was at, I was standing backstage, I was talking to Rudy Sarzo and one of the guys from Blackstone Cherry, and the security guy goes, you guys got to go. And Rudy's like, I'm in Queensryche.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, I don't give a shit who you are. This thing says nobody. And they meant it.
Oh, geez.
I mean, nobody.
Nice.
So,
Jeez.
yeah. So, all right. So we're going to talk to him coming up. The book is awesome. Check out the book. Like
Wonder
I said,
if I can do that when I play out.
you can.
Okay.
We can make that happen for you. So we're gonna play. Let's play one of my favorite Alice in Chains songs. I love this song to this day. This is "Man in the Box."
And we're going to play the version where they cuss and everything, not like the radio where
pussies.
They blink it out.
Yeah, this
Can't
is
say shit. Come on.
This is from Facelift. This is Alice in Chains, "Man in the Box" on Rockin Metal Revival.
I
From the CD Facelift, there's Alice in Chains and Man in the Box on Rockin Metal Revival. And, you know, dude, for a long time, I always blamed grunge for killing metal.
Yeah, but I don't consider Alice in Chains really grunge.
I never have either. And reading their new book, The Story of Alice in Chains, I want to bring on the author of a great new book about Alice in Chains, Mr. David DeSola. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. How's it going?
It's going great, and I just seen Alice in Chains a couple of weeks ago, and then got the book and read it. And one of my favorite bands from back in the '90s. How did you get interested in writing a book about Alice in Chains?
Well, about 4 years ago, I was doing my master's at Georgetown, and I was also doing summer school, and I was also working at 60 Minutes. So I had a lot of work on my plate at home. And one night, had a late night reading session, and I just put on the Dirt album for the first time in a very long time. And after I finished listening to it, I thought, there's got to be a book on these guys somewhere. So I went looking for one, didn't find it, and at that point, I got the idea of writing it myself.
All right. Well, from stories I've heard about the band, they've been pretty private about their goings-on with the band over the years, the drug habits that eventually took two of their members. Was it easier now that time has passed to get them to talk a little bit more about these topics?
Well, the band wasn't involved with the book, but I mean, people who were in their orbit during various periods, the people who knew them, yes, I think they were. I think, Lane passed away in 2002, so that'd be 13 years ago, and Mike Starr passed away in 2011, about 6 months before I started working on this. I did 5 or 6 reporting trips to Seattle over the years, and I just touched base with as many people as I could, from people who knew them from back in the day, from the local music scene, former bandmates, because they were all previously in other local bands before getting together and forming Alice. I think one thing that did help, I think, had been the passage of, especially with Lane, was the passage of time. I think, if I tried to do this, a year or a couple months after he had died, I think people would have been a little more resistant to talk. But because of that, I think people were a little more willing to open up and talk about who he really was. Mike Starr, he had just passed, obviously, but I found several of his friends and who were willing to talk to me, and they definitely helped shed some light on his life, both before, during, and after Alice in Chains.
So did you have some leftover stories you weren't able to fit in?
Oh, quite a few, actually. It's funny. My big concern when I was starting this was that I was going to come up short on material. And I guess, when you're just starting out and, you've got, 125, 150,000 words to write, you're just like, oh my God, where am I going to get all this stuff? And by the time I was submitting the draft to the publisher, it was exactly the opposite. I had to cut stuff down.
Oh, man.
So all the essential stuff is in the book, but the stuff that I cut out were, I had more quotes, either from my own interviews or from other sources, articles, magazines, etc. I also had a lot of documents, police, court records, and things like that, and I cited a lot more of those as well. So I just cut as much as I possibly could. So I mean, there were a few, there were some things that I had written longer. There's this great story of Lane and his friend doing a big wheel races down a freeway off ramp in downtown Seattle. They wiped out and they came home, and they're like all bloody and stretched up, whatever. And so there were a few more quotes, and I think I cut that down from about what would have been like a page long to about 2 paragraphs, basically 1 or 2 paragraphs. So it was a matter of just trimming it down as much as I could, and without sacrificing the gist and the substance of what I was trying to tell.
Yeah.
David, I've never really considered Alice in Chains as part of the grunge movement. Do you think the band was lumped into that scene because of geography?
I think geography and timing. I mean, if you look at Faceless came out in August of 1990, and it's interesting because everybody associates grunge with Nevermind. And don't get me wrong, Nevermind was a monster album, but if you look at the timing of things, Alice were the first ones out of the gate in terms of putting out a record. Faithful came out in August of 1990. Pearl Jam's 10 came out in August of 91. Nevermind in September, and Soundgarden's Bad Motorfinger in October. So, I mean, you had this whole trifecta, you know, all these things happening very quickly. Those three bands just blew up like boom, boom, boom. And then by that point, Alice, I guess, was wrapping up touring behind Facelift, and they were starting to put together Dirt, and they would record that in the spring of '92. So by the time Dirt comes out, grunge is already huge. So I think what would have happened there is, I think by combination of geography and timing, I think, and also the fact that they had shot a scene for the movie Singles, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the labels. You know, I think the labels sort of repackaged them as sort of a grunge band, even though, you know, depending on who you talk to, either, you know, Alice or Soundgarden, probably the most straight up metal of the bunch of that whole era. So I mean, but yeah, I mean, they're you know, pretty unabashed in their metal roots. I mean, you know, Mike Starr played bass in a local band called Sado, which was named after an Ozzy Osbourne song. I mean, they were heavily influenced by Iron Maiden. They had the sort of twin guitar thing going on at the time. That was pretty big. And Jerry was in a band called Diamond Lie, which Alice in Chains used that name later on, but he had a different band called Diamond Lie in Tacoma, which was, you know, it was, I talked to Seth and Jerry's bandmates from that period, and they were, you know, full-on, you know, 80s glam rock, you know, they were into, you know, Poison and Kiss and that kind of stuff, you know, so it was, you know, they were very much a product of their times and their environment, and I think the grunge label gets labeled on them because of, you know, a combination of, I think, sound, I think timing, I think marketing, and, you know, to some extent, I guess the image. I mean, they didn't wear, I don't know if they, you know, there's a couple of shirts of their shots of them wearing flannel and Doc Martens and,
yeah,
you know, they had goatees and stuff. So, I mean, you know, all that stuff I think, kind of got hoisted onto them, but they very much were kind of their own separate animal to begin with. Even if you talk to them today, I think they'll tell you the same thing.
Now, I've seen the band 5 times with this new lineup, but I was only able to see the main lineup once. Now, do you think that hurt or helped the band's popularity with fans that it was so hard to get to see Alice in Chains?
The original? Oh, were you talking about Alice with Lane?
Yeah.
When did you see them?
I saw them early. I saw them on the Kiss farewell tour.
That was '96. Yeah, that was those were Lane's last shows.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You got to remember that. So I mean, if you look at videos of them, there's, you know, tons of bullets on the internet. You look at videos of them from like the early days, like 90, 91, 92. I mean, they're just this ferocious young live band, and they're putting on a hell of a show every night. But once Lane's dope album started escalating, it certainly affected the band's overall ability to function. You'll notice that the last year they did a significant touring with Lane was 1993. They did a couple of shows here and there. You remember Unplugged, and then they did the fourth. I think 4 or 5 shows opening for Kiss in the summer of '96, and those were Lane's final public performances. And then, you know, he basically became sort of a recluse until he passed away 6 years later. And, you know, the band regrouped with William in, I think, 2006. So, I mean, that's about a decade of inactivity, at least for them as a unit. I mean, that's a long time for anybody to be out of the game in any profession, you know, whether it's, you know, music or politics or, you know, anything else. So, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I think it's, you know, I think they had to reintroduce themselves in a way, as well as introducing the new guy. You know, and that was one of the issues that they had to deal with. I mean, you know, Lane's girlfriend's mother told me that, you know, one thing that he kind of resented was the idea that he was sort of being singled out as the junkie in the band when, you know, everyone, you know, she told me, you know, all those guys had their issues at the time. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, but I guess him being, you know, kind of so honest in his lyrics, and him being the lead singer kind of automatically gets you more attention. You know, I mean, it's, I don't know, just you know, I think it's just the nature of the beast, I guess. But it's, you know, I do think that long hiatus, that long period of inactivity, that inability to tour, that was a huge detriment to them.
I think, you know, you go through their catalog with Lane, and every album has its own persona, and I think that Unplugged performance they did for MTV really set them apart from a lot of bands.
Yeah, and I think they were, and I talked to Alex Coletti, who was the producer on a lot of those NPN plugs. You know, he did Pearl Jam, he did Nirvana, he did, you know, almost all of them basically. So I mean, he's telling me that, you know, of all those bands, I think they seem to be, you know, almost the most suited for that era. I mean, Nirvana, you know, probably the most famous, obviously, because it's, you know, considered, I guess, their final sort of masterpiece before, at least as an album before Cobain's death, but. You know, Alice, I mean, they had already done 2 acoustic EPs, so they were already sort of dabbling into that territory by the time they accepted that invitation to do that show. So, you know, in a way, it was, you know, it was kind of, they were very well suited for the format.
So are we going to see another rock book from you, or is the next one going to go another direction?
Another direction. I mean, you know, never say never, but you know, there's guys like, you know, Mick Wall and Stephen Davis and so forth who do, you know, David Ritz, who do a great job, and they specialize in rock books. I might do one down the road, but for now, I'm developing 2 other projects completely different, not music or rock related. But you know, never say never. If the right, you know, if the right story comes along and it gets my interest, and you know, I find I have enough, and there's enough there for a book, I'll gladly do it.
So
Any suggestions?
Yeah, I think you should make a movie out of this one.
Well, that decision is not my call, not my call. So,
how about the history of cowbell?
The history of cowbell.
Cowbell? Yeah, and rock and
roll.
God. Yeah.
And do you think?
I think you could do. The guy can get an interview with Will Ferrell and character as the guy from Blue Oyster Cult, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Now we know you're an Alice in Chains fan just from hearing you say that you were listening to the Dirt album, and we always let the artist pick a song coming out of here. What's your favorite Alice in Chains song?
Ooh, it's interesting. I mean, I was in middle school when all this stuff happened, so I was just, you know, I heard all these bands from that period, so it's there's a certain element of nostalgia for me, I guess, whenever I hear any of the Nirvana, Pearl Jam, you know, Alice, Soundgarden, and all the other bands from that period, that emerged from that period. So, I mean, I wrote this book as a straight-up biography as much as I could. You know, I'd handle it the same way I would have written a book about, you know, president or prime minister. So, I mean, it wasn't a fan tribute, but, you know, yes, I do enjoy their music, and I can certainly understand and appreciate it a lot more. Having said all that, I think I gravitate more toward a deeper cut.
Okay.
I would go either with Real Thing on Facelift or Right Turn from the Sap EP.
All right. And David, can you tell everybody where they can find out more about your book and where they can pick it up?
Book is available at Barnes & Noble and, you know, pretty much any major bookstore. I saw it at a bookstore at the terminal at LAX a couple of weeks ago, which was a little surreal. That was a first for me.
Nice.
And you can get on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, you know, any online retailer. So thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. And here's Alice in Chains on Rockin Metal Revival.
Around as a little boy, I grew up and made the blade my name's now. Friends sit on what you're screwing around. I said, don't continue yourselves and just to give it all the blade. Yeah. Under the hill, with just a few notches on my belt. Take it away, yeah, I don't want no more. Just one more, I won't leave you I grew up, went into rehab. You know the doctors never did. one more. I won't leave alone. 'Cause I'm going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line straight to nowhere. Going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line straight to nowhere. I'm Mr. Round, is a little boy. I grew up and made the blade my new toy. Friends sip on what you fucking around. I said, oh my god, and here we go again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Under the hill, with just a few notches on my belt. Take it away, yeah, don't want no more. No more. But even if you say just one more, I won't leave alone. 'Cause I'm going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line straight to nowhere. I'm going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line. Going down the steps on a white line straight to nowhere. Yeah. Follow me down. Sexual chocolate, baby.
We want information. 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 Who are you? The new number 2. Who is number 1? You are number 6. I am not a number. I am a free man.
Hi, this is Alex Skolnick of Testament. You're listening to Rockin Metal Revival.
From the CD Going to Hell, there is The Pretty Reckless and Going to Hell
Yeah.
on Rockin Metal Revival. We saw them not too long ago.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought they were good, man.
Great live
Yeah.
band. She could fucking sing, too.
Yeah. I don't know about the fucking, but she can sing.
We'll find out someday, I hope.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Does your wife know about that, or is she going to be involved? Because I want to take pictures, so.
Okay, yeah.
That'll get some hits on the Facebook.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get some hits done. All right. So we want to thank David DeSola for coming on the show.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, digging Allison Chains,
I'm waiting
the
for the
Untold
movie.
Story. Jerry's waiting for the movie. And coming up next week, who are we going to have next week? Madam Mayhem?
I don't know. Yeah, we could have that. Or,
Yeah, why don't we have Madam Mayhem on the show next
Yeah?
week?
Okay. We'll be like interchanging guys, girls, guys, girl.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And then
Is that politically correct for us?
I can't tell you who's going to be on the week
After
of
that.
the 15th, 16th, 17th.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on, because this studio is going to have a bed in it.
Yeah, well, I might have a guest where the bed's going to have to move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, that can be taken care of, I guess.
We'll have the V sit third chair on the interview.
Yeah?
Yeah, because she knows the guy we're going to interview.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it going to be on the radio? I mean, phone call interview?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she knows the guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when this is over, I'll tell you who. Well, I might not tell you.
You
who.
probably won't tell
All
me
right.
anyways.
So until next week, we're getting the hell on out of here. Have a good weekend, everybody. What do you say we go out with a little cowbell from Jackal? What do you think?
Okay. I'm good with that.
All right. Until next weekend, don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly.
Peace.
Out on the road for 40 days. Last night in Little Rock put me in a haze. Sweet, sweet Connie doing her act. She had the whole show and that's a natural fact. All night with Buddy Kane. I got to tell you, poker's his thing. Booze and ladies, keep me right. As long as we can make it to the show tonight, we're an American band. We're an American band. We're coming to your town. We'll have you partying down. We're an American band. Yeah. All the Chiquitas in Omaha are waiting for the band to return from the show. Feeling good, feeling right, it's Saturday night. The hotel detective, he was out of sight. These fine ladies, they had a plan. Well, they was out to meet the boys in the band to sing. Come on, dudes, let's get it out. And we proceeded to tear that hotel down. We're an American band. We're an American band. We're coming to your town. We'll have you party.
to an end another edition of Rockin Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rockin Metal Revival.
I said, who wants to fucking touch me?